I think it is recording. So, gentlemen, start your engines. So Ewan's got his clutch, or putting his clutch all the way down so that he can select gear 1. And we're still stationary. And then his clutch just comes up a tiny bit to add a little bit of power through. We start moving. When he's up at 5 miles an hour, off comes his foot completely off the clutch. So why don't you do a very smooth, controlled stop, Ewan? Just in a straight line. Yeah, a little bit early with your hand coming off the wheel. That's it. Good, well done. So he came off the gas, covered the brake, put the clutch down when he got down to walking speed, which is when the engine returns back to idling speed, where it is, well, it's not now because he's relaxed his foot and it's in eco mode, so it's gone back to 0. But he disconnected the engine when it got down to about walking speed, because from that point the engine's going to try and pull you faster than you want to carry on going. Okay, so you drive away again then. Clutch down so we can move it into gear 1. Adds a bit of gas. Oh, didn't hear you had the gas before bringing the clutch up to bite. That's okay. We've got a flat road, so it's not as if it desperately needs it. And then you keep your feet still while the car builds up a bit of speed. And then you'll hear the engine tone drop. And when it drops to its bottom tone, then you can just take your foot off the clutch, because both those spinning plates that make up the clutch are both at the same speed at that point. And that's kind of all there is to it. So, what else should we record? That was 1 minute and 3/4. Hello. And Ewan's going to demonstrate turning the wheel without crossing his hands over. Very nice. You're the only person, Ewan, that I think I've ever known be able to do that instantly, as if it came naturally.
Seen it done a bit.
So, do you want to do, this time when you get onto the straight, do you want to do a gear change into gear 2?
Yeah. It's up at 13 miles an hour?
Yeah, somewhere above 10.
Above 10.
And you'll get a little indicator come on next to the speedo, the digital speedo.
This straight on the next one?
Yeah, go on this one if you feel comfortable. Don't have to if you don't want it.
I'll go for the next one.
Alright, leave it to the next one. So the big right hand dial's telling you your road speed. The big left hand dial's telling you the engine speed. The green lights are simply telling you they've got exterior lights on, because we had them set in the auto position. So clutch went down, foot came off the gas, he moves the lever and then he puts the feet back to where they were. And the left foot, the clutch foot, can come up faster because the momentum of the car rolling when you disconnect the engine power means that those two friction plates that need to come back together when the clutch comes up, they are going to match their speed more easily. Going down to gear 1 is harder. You have to be a bit slower. You felt how the car slows down a little bit there as some of the kinetic energy is taken out. Good.
A little oversteer on that one.
Bit of oversteer, yeah. So the clutch is used for giving the weight of the car, the static weight, the dead weight of the car, to the engine a little bit at a time. In other words, for pulling off. Then for slowing down from a walking pace and below, and stopping, or for moving around at very low speeds where you want to go less than 5 miles an hour. And for what's the other one? There are 4. Pulling away, coming to a stop, clutch control.
Gear changes?
And gear changes, of course. Well done. Well done, that student. So, have you ever tried reversing into a parking bay, Ewan?
We did try that at one stage.
Okay. Well, you can do what you want to do, because it's your time to shine, mate.
Right. Do you want me to reverse into a parking bay?
You can do whatever you fancy within reason.
Right. Okay.
Including telling me to stop recording if you prefer.
Yeah, I can. If it's for me, you can stop.
I'll stop now, shall I?